Hi, and welcome to another video from the CTAD Clinic. My name's Dr. Mike Lloyd and I'm the Clinic Director. So in today's video I'm going to do a reminder message because of the time of year. We're now in December and this can be a very, very difficult time for a lot of people who've come from problematic or abusive or neglectful households. Because Christmas is a time of year when everyone's supposed to be happy families and everything's going great, and for a lot of people that simply wasn't the case, it's quite the opposite. And for the last month or so in all the shops, there's lots of Christmas decorations and music and all the sort of things and all the paraphernalia that surrounds this holiday festive season. So people get really upset and anxious at this time of year, and sometimes they know why and sometimes they don't. And internal parts in Other Specified Dissociative Disorder, OSDD, and Dissociative Identity Disorder, DID, can get really upset and fearful because often they're stuck in time. They don't really understand that the things that may have happened a long time ago in childhood are not happening anymore. And they can get really anxious and scared that all of the Christmas stuff that's appearing in the shops is making them feel like it's going to happen again. So obviously I'm using that word, and I know that that can be difficult for people, but it's really important to try and get this message across. So I'm hoping that me just using the word Christmas isn't too bad for people, because it's important to know that this is that time of year. And for people that have left or got away from those difficult families and difficult situations that they're in, that it's not happening now. And that's really the key message with this, is that the Christmas that was of old and the Christmas that is in the present are two very, very different things, even though the word is the same. And the message to get across is one of those signposting messages. It's to send the message down through the system, to say to all the parts in all the layers, as deep as they may be, that this is a Christmas that is safe. The people that used to hurt us are no longer there, and that we are going to be okay, and we're going to make this time of year our own. And it's a very, very important but simple message to get across, and it's something that can be done in advance of almost any particularly difficult triggering situation. But this is a time of year which is almost universally triggering for many, many people because of the amount of stuff that's simply out there in the world and in the shops and various different places. It's almost everywhere you go, it's there, so it's one of those reminders. It's like a trigger every day kind of thing. And another message really is how to get this across to other people about how difficult and problematic this is, because a lot of people just don't understand this concept of a trigger or really have that understanding of why it can be quite so painful. And I'm going to do another video on triggering and a bit later on down the line to try and get this across. But it's a way of being able to just know for yourself that if you are going into this time of year and there is an unsettled or a fearful or a sense of dread or apprehension or anxiety or stress, or dreams might be particularly bad at this time of year, there might be nightmares and all those sort of different things, and avoidant behavior can go up and all of the obvious post-traumatic stuff that can occur, that this is a time of year that yes is a trigger, but no, it is not the same as it was in the past, and that there is a way of being able to make this much better now than it ever was, and to take charge and to take control of the environment and try and make it as best as possible something that hopefully and in time might actually even be enjoyed. It is possible to be able to do that with all the resources and all the work that goes into it. So while therapy can be an important option for lots of people, this is obviously just a message to be able to say that what was then is not what is now. And that's really the message that I want to try and get across. And hopefully that resonates and that can go through the system, that time has moved on, people have changed, the places have changed, and what we're experiencing now is very different to what we're experiencing then, even though the similarities and the triggers are still present. So I hope this has been a useful reminder message, and again it can be used in in advance of almost any situation as part of my sort of signposting scenario. But certainly for this time of year, I just thought it was a little extra reminder just to put in to help people maybe go into the next few weeks or so with a little bit less apprehension, dread and stress. So please do try and remember this message and use it whenever it's necessary. It's a really simple thing to do, and I'll do another video on sort of triggers and some examples and why those can be so difficult a bit later on down the line. And until then, please do take great care.